Alright. Hi, this is Michael Ellis. I know this would logically be kind of a bad idea because it could be intellectual property, but I don't know. It's kind of um, better to give this away because it could benefit the public uh, uh, more than it would to hold on to it um, or try to profit off of it. Um, and and even more so, I'm not sure if it even works or not. But there was an invention. Well, I guess one that I invented. I guess even it ended up that I was trying to remote view. I was trying to remote view back in 2009 or so. If there was a device that it would be possible, or what the best free energy device would be, and I was trying to remote view that, and I didn't know what it was or how it would work. All I knew was that it consisted of a P and an N type um, uh, 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 like device. So basically like a diode type of device. Except in between that and above it was what came to be called an R type device, R type layer, and that was like a radiant layer is what it was called, what I was calling it, and so I wasn't quite sure what it was. It was kind of confusing because there wasn't such a thing in existence yet, or to be called that. I did know about Nikola Tesla's work, or well, actually, I wasn't quite familiar with that yet, but I know Nikola Tesla, or well, actually, yeah, I did. I did know Nikola Tesla made such a device that was called radiant energy. Here, I'll let you look at that while I'm talking. Nikola Tesla did make such devices that he said he ran on radiant energy, which was basically cosmic rays, sunlight, that sort of thing. Basically effluent from various energy sources. The ether base, such as like neutrinos, that's muons, sunlight, radiation such as thermal energy, and others like solar wind type of stuff, cosmic rays. Yeah, I think I mentioned that, but also orgone type of radiation. Um, so I wasn't quite sure what it was. I knew that it from the remote viewing that it was made of uh, a liquid, and I was kind of guessing that the liquid would be made of magnesium sulfate dissolved in water. So basically Epsom salts in water. And then I figured out that beyond that it was a coil, like a pancake coil up against the bottom of it, and there was a diode to rectify it. So it only went one way. Well, what it would have anyways, because it's a PNN. But so I was kind of confused, and I didn't know like what it was or how it would work. I did know there was a vent on top, so if it got um, so it didn't like explode or whatever, or for some reason I don't know. There's a vent on top. Flash forward rather to today or yesterday, I guess. I was doing some research on thermal, um, like thermal electronics, like how to convert heat into electricity, and lo and behold, I discovered that there was such a thing as a P and N type device, which had a third section on top that acted as a thermocouple, or as a thermal electric transducer, um, and that basically turned heat into electricity. Um, Such a device would also function much like this type of invention that I was like remote viewing. if you heated that portion of the art section, if you heated that like material with the N and the P coming off of it, it would actually generate electric current. So that's basically what I was remote viewing, was a type of thermoelectric device, or thermoelectric transducer. So basically run on heat energy. So like if you put this in the sun and let it go, it would be like a solar heat device, which is basically what I was researching on the like Wikipedia and such, for to find out how to build a type of solar electric device. And then I was immediately reminded of this, that I had been remote viewing, and it would act like such a device that would heat in the sun, and or on any circuit board that was in a warm area, and it would translate the heat into electric current. And I was reminded and realized what this actually was. It's a device that translates ambient heat into electric current. So let's go over. So it was remote viewed as in 2009. So it was remote viewings in 2009 as a optimal free energy device. That was what you call it, like a component level device that could be like added to a circuit. And it basically consists, like any thermoelectric device, as an N-type and a P-type, kind of rectified, with a heated section, which in this case was considered an R-type or radiant type material, basically what gets heated. And it was a doped liquid consisting of magnesium sulfate, possibly, or water, basically, in an aluminum canister with a hole on top, and so it doesn't get overpressured and explode. So it's a P-type material, N-type material, with an insulator in between, in an aluminum can, with a doped liquid, which becomes our R-type material, which is the heated component. So it's an aluminum shell. So sunlight or other cosmic rays would activate the R-type material. Then coming off of it, I had remote viewed a coil and a diode, and the coil was a flat pancake type coil, so it would make a better profile on it, and that would also act as a choke and to stabilize the energy coming out of it. And this was invented in it was remote viewed in 2009-ish, that sort of time, and it was reinvented 2022, June 12th. And a question I had that I need to find out is, does it work in the dark? So I haven't actually built one of these yet, but this is just the idea that I came up with. I need to prove it actually works. But this is what I had in mind, and what I was thinking of after researching on the internet about thermoelectric devices, thermocouples, thermopiles, etc., etc. So there you have it, and thank you for watching. This is Michael Ellis.